The consumption of modern society. At the moment, it doesn't seem too bad, but behind every swipe, the more and more you become programmed to be distracted. Well, not all hope is lost. If you stick through this video, you will learn the key principle that reverses this programming, stops your addiction of mindlessly scrolling, and allows you to break free from modern society and find peace in hard work. I understand you want me to give you the key principle right away, but if I tell you it right now, it will mean nothing and be overlooked. To avoid this, you have to understand why you are being programmed by modern society to be distracted. Trust me, you might want to hear this because it could be too late. First of all, every app is thriving on you staying. Every time you stay on their platform, they make money. Every time an ad pops up on your screen, they make money. Now you're probably wondering, how do they actually make this money? First of all, it's through cuts and fees. Every time you purchase something, they take a little cut from the creators. I know this myself as a creator. Secondly, they sell your information. When you click that little agree box, you agree to all your information being sold. Now, most of the time it's being sold securely to these companies that want to show ads right in front of you, or people who want to gain data for their business. So every time you press allow or do another action on your phone, it actually collects that information and sells it to make money. Another reason why they thrive on you staying is because it's basically how they control you. In the grand scheme of things, these big companies do not want you to see progress. Because like I said, it's making them money and it's allowing you to stay stuck, which is limiting their competition. Now, the second reason why you're being programmed is because of FOMO. People want to fit in, and you yourself probably does. And sometimes we cannot help it, it's natural instinct. In order for us to survive, we had to be inside of a strong group, a strong community, because the likely chance you could survive on your own back then was really slim. But nowadays, everything comes easy. You can go down to the store and buy a pack of ramen. You can go over to your gym and go take a workout. So you can live life solo, and you don't need to be going out and partying and hanging out with friends every day. Yes, it is good every now and then to go and relax, but for a bit, maybe go out on your own, grow, and come back as a different person. And I'm gonna tell you this straight up. You can be different, and you should thrive to be different, because like it or not, it's the only way to success. The average person can be successful if they know that they are better than average. So you have to stand out, be a little different. And maybe the only way to do that is to be self-sufficient on your own, just for a little bit. You have to break free from all the negative people and stop feeling like you have to fit in, because in the long term, you simply do not have to. And yes, this can be hard. People are afraid to be different. They're afraid to stand out. Ironically, to be successful and to actually be different, you have to take the risk of maybe not being liked in that small group of people, but in the long term, being successful and being happy in life. Because you know that you can survive out on your own and do your own things without having to get the gratification and validation of other people. Now, the third reason why you're being programmed by modern society is because it is just psychological. Every time something is challenging or hard, you go right to your phone. It's a default. Say you're doing some work on your computer, you get stuck, alright, you just pull out your phone without even realizing it. I catch myself doing this a lot until I realized these 3 points and I could break free. I used to, edit on my computer and feel a creative block. I didn't know what effect to put on or how to do this transition. So I just pulled out my phone because it was simply the easiest thing to do. Now I had to realize that all of this was because of myself. Habits are about consistency. I always constantly would check my phone when something was hard. So slowly, when I kept checking my phone, I was actually building a mindset that had me stuck in this cycle where I would not be able to break free if it got too deep. If you constantly, consciously check your phone, then over time, you'll just naturally build this habit of checking your phone for no reason. And you'll check it for no reason, mindlessly. Now, it also happens in reverse. The solution to break this unconsciously craving for instant gratification is to actually fix it with hard work. Now you might be a little confused because didn't I just say when something is hard, you go right to your phone? Yes, but you have to actually adapt to that hard work. And I'll let you know how. Hard work allows you to be patient and embrace delayed gratification. Now you've probably heard this thing from a lot of other YouTubers, delayed gratification, and how it's such an important thing. I also mentioned it in other videos like this one, but basically when you embrace delayed gratification, you don't need that instant gratification because delayed is actually so much better in the long term, and your body knows it, and it just feels so much better. When you're numbingly scrolling and eating a bag of potato chips, it feels good to relax, but it becomes basic and boring, and you're just doing it for no reason, just to kill time. But when you're actually embracing hard work and delayed gratification, you know it's for a purpose, which is the reason why over time you'll develop a mentality where you actually enjoy hard work and you'll want to work. A very common phenomenon amongst people who think highly of themselves, they really like hard work, but they just don't know what hard work to do. This is where having a schedule and a to-do list and a purpose comes into play, but finding that can be really easy when you just start embracing hard work. On the other hand, it allows you to create an unbreakable mindset, which leads you into getting more work done, which leads to greater productivity and more progress in your life. Alongside that, when you are building yourself, you don't want to go on your phone and you don't want to be distracted because you are busy on more meaningful tasks that have purpose in your life. And yes, it does take time. It takes time to develop a mindset where you like hard work. So I'm just gonna give you a few tips on how you can use hard work to break this distraction. Simply put it, you have to do the things that you don't want to do. You probably hear it all the time, but it is true. You have to work out when you're tired, get up early, and be disciplined. This is why some successful people say, make your bed in the morning or do the chores that you know you have to do. It's because building this little habit of something that you don't want to do leads to greater habits of doing things that you don't want to do. If you can make your bed every single day, then maybe you'll be able to clean your house. If you can clean your house, then maybe you'll be able to clean your diet. If you can clean your diet, then you can definitely go to the gym. And if you can go to the gym, you can transfer that hard work from the gym into your physical work. And when everything lines up, you can be different. And people will see this difference. You'll gradually gravitate towards people who are just like you and build a community of like-minded individuals who are determined to be their best selves. If you want to start that community, you can subscribe to this channel and check out this other video.